Hi y'all, it's Angelique and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For this video, I want to show you all what my current pre-show routine looks like, or the things that I do to prepare for a show every single night. Now, I know it's different for every actor and for every show that you're in, so in the comments below, let me know what your pre-show routine looks like. I was lucky enough to just finish portraying Ophelia and Second Gravedigger in Hamlet, so this is what my pre-show routine looks like for that show. And for those of you that don't know, I'm a regional theater actor, and this YouTube channel is all about the life of a professional actor outside of Broadway and the West End. Let's go.
As soon as I arrive, before I even sign in, I go into the theater to run through all of my lines and blocking for the show. This is a trick that I learned from a wonderful actor named Kelly Mangelcook. This trick allows me to make sure that my entire track is still in my head somewhere, and hopefully gets those line flubs out early, while also giving me some time to prepare for the journey that I'm about to go on. I always check in with Jason, our PSM, to make sure that I'm not in stage management's way, as they have their own pre-show to do. But after running through the track, I feel a lot more grounded and ready for everything my fellow actors will throw at me. By that time, I am just in time for fight call. Sometimes I stay and watch, but most of the time that is my cue that it is an hour until the show starts and I have to start getting ready. At the hour mark, I head upstairs. The very first thing I do is sign in on the call sheet, and then I get into my white base costume. I do that before I put on makeup because I do not want to have to pull that on top of my face full of makeup. But don't worry, I put on this white Snoopy robe, so there's absolutely no chance of me getting makeup on my costume. And then I pick out an angel card. I love this tradition. I do it in every show that I'm in, where I pick a word every show. This word is efficiency, and that is something that I take with me into this day's show. I do that for every show that I'm in, and I actually have cast members, if they want to, do the same. And I love it, and it just is a great way to bond. After that, it's time to start putting on makeup. For Ophelia, I wanted her to have a very natural makeup look. Well, natural for stage because those stage lights are harsh, but I'm not going too crazy on the makeup look, which is great because I am not great at makeup. But it is not all work. It is a lot of fun and games backstage with AJ, who plays Rosencrantz, dancing and having a blast, and we're just goofing off backstage before the show, and I love that. And that is my face full of makeup and my hair done. The next thing I do is brush my teeth before the show. I like doing that as close to the show as possible. And that's a birthday card that we have for Jim, who plays Claudius in the show. We love doing kind things for our cast members and for our family. And that's the full Ophelia look, at least at the top of the show. That's AJ still getting ready. And having a blast, and we're just goofing off in the girls' dressing room. And that's Brianna, who plays Guildenstern. About 15 minutes before showtime, I start heading downstairs, breath mints and angel cards in hand. I am listening to my Ophelia playlist and warming up because multitasking is necessary. And then we head through the scene shop to make it into the high bay, where all of the actors and crew members hang out and warm up and prepare for the show. Today's show is a little bit different because one of our fellow actors, Courtney, wanted us to sing happy birthday to a friend of hers. So we did that right before we started the show. And then the very last thing that we do before the show starts is all the cast and crew come together and put it in. Choose a word or phrase from the show to create the energy for that show's performance. And then we start the show.